Parris Island, located in the Port Royal Sound, South Carolina, is steeped in history. The story of its occupancy dates back to 1891. However, Spanish explorers who arrived in the harbor in 1520 named the area Santa Elena and claimed it for the King of Spain. In 1562, Jean Ribault, the French explorer, landed on Parris Island and, somewhere in the region, established a small outpost named Charlesfort. In 1715, the island was purchased by Alexander Parris, the treasurer of South Carolina. He, his daughter, and son-in-law were the first settlers of Parris Island. During the late 1800s and the early 1900s, the island changed hands between the Navy and the Marines several times. In 1909, the Marines opened an officers' school, and in 1911, it housed 2 recruit companies. That was short-lived. Before the year was out, the schools were transferred and Parris Island became a Navy disciplinary barracks. November 1, 1915, Marine recruit training was reestablished, and Parris Island became famous worldwide as a training base of U.S. Marines. In 1929, the water era, as it had become known, came to an end when the Horse Island Bridge and Causeway were completed. Between 1941 and 1945, almost 205,000 were trained here. During the Korean conflict, more than 138,000 Marines trained at Parris Island. The Vietnam War saw more than 10,000 recruits training at one time, and before the conflict ended, more than 200,000 Marines had graduated from Parris Island. The island also houses a drill instructor's school. In December of 1946, the Marine Barracks Parris Island became, officially, the Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris Island. Today, the men of Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris Island and the Eastern Recruiting Region stand ready. We can feel the brush of our predecessors' wings, the wings of eagles.
Damn, that shit's strong today. Time, Tony, on now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're done. Good carrier. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Tony up, get up, Tony up, Tony up. Down. Stop. Tony right that way. Coming right now. Watch straight, boys. Hey, Chris, how about getting a drug on you? Wow!
Never ever seen you before? Where I see you? Oh, you want to run around living, huh? Yes, sir. You thought I was going to get off like you did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Morning, sir. How you doing? Pretty good, sir.
Today is training.
team marching before you today have met and mastered the challenge of recruit training. They have qualified with the service rifle, trained with both individual and crew served weapons, and mastered the skills of the basic rifleman. They have completed over 200 hours of academic instruction and participated in a rigorous physical training program that has developed their strength and stamina for the challenges ahead. Close order drill has instilled in them the sense of team spirit, self-discipline, and obedience to orders. Marching before you this morning are 312 success stories, each of them a testament to the physical courage, dogged determination, and unyielding commitment to excellence that define the title Marine. Today, they are called Marines for the first time. They have earned this distinction through demonstrated courage and achievement. They now join the proud ranks of over 1 million Marines who have graduated from Parris Island. From this day on, they will be known as Marines. The platoon would now be in a line from left to right in order to get them into their exact positions for the ceremony. Following the command parade rest, the parade adjutant will give the command to sound off, which signals the band to parade forward in the assembled Marines while playing martial music. of the 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Roger Bellman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prayer offered at each recruit graduation is written by the religious lay leaders of the graduating companies. The Recruit Religious Lay Leader program here at Parris Island is designed to train interested individuals to assist with worship and religious education programs, all while here in basic training and in the fleet. The prayer for this graduation ceremony was written by the lay leaders of Echo and Oster companies. Ladies and gentlemen, please now stand for the invocation. Let us pray. You were with us when we began our journey on those yellow footprints, following in the footsteps of Marines before us. Now we stand before you, O God, on this day of celebration only because of your constant guidance and care. Just as you were transformed on that mountain, we too have been transformed into disciplined and proud defenders of our nation. Our time on this island has made us appreciate the little things and the people that we used to take for granted. We thought that we would never make it out of the gas chamber or get through the swimming pool alive. We were afraid when we weren't going to shoot straight on the rifle range, and were terrified of dropping 47 feet with nothing but a rope holding on to us. But we thank you that through it all, you, O Lord, were holding on to us. And through you, all things are possible. We thank you also for our drill instructors, who took us from being merely men and women into being United States Marines. Now, help us to be examples of honor, courage, and commitment throughout our Marine Corps careers and throughout our lives on this earth. As you saw our families safely home here, now see them safely home this day, for it is in your most holy name that we ask it. Amen. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer of the Recruit Training Regiment, Colonel Douglas O. Hendricks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our commanding general, Brigadier General Humboldt, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this morning's graduation celebration. And that's what it is, a celebration. For on this day, your young Marines will have changed. Now, did you have a chance to tour the island yesterday in our family day? Did you enjoy what you saw? Did you enjoy meeting your youngster? We got to liven this party up, folks. A little quiet out there. Talk to me. All right. All right. Well, I know they told you some tall tales. And I know the tower was only 47 feet high, and in their letters it was about 300. You saw it yesterday, you now know the truth. But you know, there's something else they didn't tell you yesterday. They didn't tell you how much they've learned and how quickly they can do things now. And I can prove it to you. These youngsters out here can do more in an hour than their friends back home can do all day. When you get them home tonight, well, you'll see. When you get them home tonight, you set their alarm clock 5 minutes ahead of yours. And when you get up in the morning, and you find your slippers, and you put your robe on and you walk out to the kitchen, this youngster will have gotten up, they will have cleaned their room, they will have taken out the trash, they would have shaved, showered, they will have picked up the newspaper, come back, put on the coffee, the bacon will be on, and the sports page will be a
taught it, you send it back. We'll retune it. I hope you're listening. This is a special day. A very special day. Today, your youngster is called Marine for the first time. They have endured a rigorous training regime to get where they are. Many that started are not here today. Your son and your daughter are here, and you should be very, very proud. You know, moms and dads, that's your little girl out there. You remember that little package you held in your arms? Seems like just yesterday. You looked down at it and you said, oh, she never grows up. She's growing. And you should have seen her. You should have seen the things she's done. You should have seen her in full combat gear, traveling over hill and dale. You should have seen her at the top of the tower. You should have seen her in the pool. And when others laid down and quit, your little girl hung on like a pit bull puppy with your best pair of socks. And she wouldn't quit. And she stands before you today, a testament to her determination. Moms and dads, that's your little boy out here. You remember that little buckaroo you didn't think you'd ever get potty trained? He's trained. And you should have seen him. You should have seen him go into the pit with the man for the first time. And he took his shots. And he gave as good as he got. And when it was over, his nose was bloody, his eyes were watering, but inside, he felt the stirrings of a new heart, a Marine heart. He knew that he could do things that he could never do before, and that just maybe he could do anything. Well, you said, what do you mean? What do you mean, a Marine heart? Let me tell you a story that I think illustrates it so very, very clearly. A couple of years ago, the Marines went into a place called Somalia, a town called Mogadishu. You read about it in the newspapers, you saw it on TV. After a while, the mission started to go bad. We started to take hurt and casualties. One night, a Marine patrol was out in the dark of night. It was led by a young sergeant. The Marines in that patrol were the same age as the sons and the daughters that you see out here. They walked into a dark alley. They walked into an ambush. They started taking fire. The second Marine in that patrol was a young Lance Corporal from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He saw the point man go down. The order from the sergeant came out. Pull back! Get out of the kill zone! The Lance Corporal refused that order. He ran into that kill zone, and he picked up his friend and threw him over his shoulder, under fire, and carried him out. A few moments later, that Marine would die. He was the first Marine to die in Somalia. But he didn't die alone. He didn't die in humiliation. He died in the arms of a fellow Marine that offered his own life to save him. A Marine with a heart that was more afraid of letting a fellow Marine down than taking a bullet. A Marine doesn't let his friends down. A Marine doesn't let his family down. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the kinds of values we try to inculcate while your sons and daughters were down here. That's what this is about. Now, I know these values started in your home. They wouldn't be here if they hadn't gotten a very good start in the streets and byways and in your homes. We've just tried to polish what you started, moms and dads, and hopefully we've been successful. Now, there's another group of Marines that we're very proud of, that have Marine hearts, that have worked very hard to get your sons and daughters where they are. And those are our drill instructors. You know, they were in here long before your child got up each day. They worked through the day, and they put them to bed at night. And they trained, and they trained, and they trained. Every third night, they spent the night with your son or daughter. And they'd come back, and they started again. Their families were at home. Many, many cold dinners were left uneaten. They poured their heart and their soul into the success that your child has had. They're special people, ladies and gentlemen. Would you put your hands together and say thank you for that? say a couple last things to your new Marine. Good morning, Marine. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the Corps. On this day and from this day forward, you will forever be a United States Marine. Does it feel good or what? You know it does. You have the title. You can't inherit it. You can't buy it. You can't rent it. It can't be given to you. You had to earn it with your sweat and your blood and maybe with your life one day. And no one can ever, ever take it away from you. Remember that fact. Guard it. Cherish it. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. As you leave this place, I ask one favor. Please, please remember our motto, Semper Fidelis, always faithful. And be always faithful. Be faithful to your God, your country, and your Corps, and your families. I wish each of you the best of luck. Godspeed. Semper Fidelis.
The honor graduate for Platoon 2100 and Company E is Jason Fernandez from Memphis, Tennessee. PFC Fernandez was recruited by Sergeant Murphy and was trained The honor graduate for Platoon 2096 is Peter Jansen Jr. from Los Angeles, California. PFC Jansen was recruited by Staff Sergeant Erskine and was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Davis. The honor graduate for Platoon 2097 is Nicholas Ostergeist from New Bedford, Massachusetts. PFC Ostergeist was recruited by Sergeant Morris and was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Sergeant Reeves. The honor graduate for Platoon 2098 is Atanasio Hernandez Jr. from Bronx, New York. PFC Hernandez was recruited by Sergeant Kitsakos and was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Torres. The honor graduate for Platoon 2101 is Samuel Aguilar from Little Ferry, New Jersey. PFC Aguilar was recruited by Sergeant Vasquez and was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Rutan. The honor graduate for Platoon 2102 is Patrick Walsh from Long Branch, New Jersey. PFC Walsh was recruited by Staff Sergeant Davis and was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Bush. The honor graduate for Platoon 4015 is Heather Mathis from Fresno, California. PFC Mathis was recruited by Gunnery Sergeant Harrell and was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Sergeant Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished graduates of Company E and Company O. The Marines in today's color guard are Sergeant Sean Kopacheski, color bearer for the national colors, and Sergeant Darren Stewart, color bearer for the organizational colors. The rifle bearers are Sergeant Robert Maison and Sergeant Jeff Hoovery from the 2nd Recruit Training Battalion. and identity.
Guard! Guard! Guard on! Halt! Up!
Ladies and gentlemen, refreshments will be served behind the reviewing stand immediately following the ceremony. Please rise for the Marines hymn and the final dismissal. Here he's coming, Clark. Dismiss. Your series. Aye, First Sergeant.
Harry Gunner Sergeant, dismiss your series. Aye, First Sergeant.
Senior instructor! Dismiss your platoon!